Here we have a gag from the Cornetto series. We have a man, Simon Pegg, trying to jump over a fence. But before he can make it, the fence falls down. The fence falls really easily. Let's see if Simon could really knock it down.
So to start, we should get the constant variables. Simon Pegg is 70 kilograms. The length of start that he took to get to the fence is 5 strides, and he ran for 2 seconds. So let's just start by finding out how far away the fence is that Simon had to run to. See, he is 240 pixels high, and you can see his legs are 114 pixels high. Simon is 240 pixels high in this image. His legs are 114 pixels high in this image, and the bottom part of his leg is 60 pixels high in this image. Now, if we want to find the ratio between his height, which is in centimeters, and pixels, that would be 178 centimeters divided by 240 pixels, which is 0.7416 repeating. That is the ratio of centimeters to pixels. And if we take that ratio and multiply it by 114, that would equal 84.55 centimeters, and that's how tall his legs are. And if we take that ratio and multiply it by 60 centimeters, that would equal 44.5 centimeters, which is how tall his bottom leg is. Now, to find the top part of his leg, you just take the total part of his leg minus the bottom, which is 41 centimeters tall.
In acceleration, we first need to find the final velocity. We can find the final velocity by dividing distance over time. Velocity final would then equal 4.118 divided by 2, which equals 2.059 meters per second.
And to find the acceleration, we'd use velocity final equals velocity initial plus acceleration times time. That would be velocity final, which is 2.059, equals velocity initial, which is 0, plus acceleration times time, which is 2. We'd have to divide both sides by 2 to equal 1.029 meters per second squared for the acceleration. To find the force in which Simon hit the wall, you have to find force which equals mass times acceleration. His mass was 70 kilograms times the acceleration, which was 1.029 meters per second squared. We can find that the force that he hit the wall with was 72 newtons, or 320 pounds. To find the force needed to break the fence, we must look at how many nails there are in the fence and how much it can hold.
A 3.5 16-penny nail is what usually holds up a fence. It can hold up to 400 pounds vertically. To find the force needed to take down the fence at an angle of 30 degrees where Simon jumped at, we can use a truss equation to find sine 30 times 400, which equals 282.8 pounds of force horizontally. Because of the dust coming out of the wood when it hits the fence, we can assume there are 7 nails in the fence. So the number of nails times the horizontal force would equal 2,000 pounds of force needed to take down the fence. In conclusion, Simon only hits the fence with 320 pounds of force, while he needed 1,980 pounds of force to knock it down, showing that the fence was rigged. If he would have gone up to full speed, he would have hit the fence with 1,200 pounds of force, which is still not enough.